Hello, welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. So this is round 2, race 2 from Trial Mountain in Sierra Nevada. We had a cracking first race with Wadru dominating it in the end and taking that win with a close battle for second between Thomas and Moz. Moz just grabbing that second place from Thomas. So a cracking race it was first. So let's go on to this grid for this second race, shall we, and see how that one goes. Of course, this one we've got a mandatory stop in there as well. So here is the reverse grid. So on pole position we've got Love Rocket Rods, we've got Grasshopper in second, Molson third, Jerry fourth, Paul in fifth, Alex in sixth, Flash in seventh, Incy eighth, Ice Chand in ninth, Dyson in 10th, Thomas in 11th, Moz 12th and Wadru in 13th. Here we go then, let's get it underway. Watch those lights. And away we go. This second 30-minute race. As they head round this through turn 1 now. See if they all get through. Oh, Chan's at the moment right in the middle of it. Oh, he's hit Moz. I think Moz has gone off. Oh, and he's come back across the track. Touched Thomas, taken a few out there, I think. No one's, well, all sort of started from Chan's sort of spin in the centre. Look, quite a lot of cars off here. That's going to be a safety car, I fancy. Yeah, it is. Everyone slow down. So let's go back to our lead there. I think it's probably Rod's up there. It is. So under safety car conditions, and had to be really a handful of cars off at the back. So it all started for Chand. He just spun it through turns 1 and 2, and I think he just tagged the back of Moz as he went past, and then there's kind of a knock-on effect from there. Moz going back across the track, hitting a couple of cars. No one really had anywhere to go. So let's see what happens now on this restart. Everyone's together. I think he might start it down here. Might be underway by the time we hit that left-hander that you can see there. Everyone's in position. I don't think we're going to go at the start or finish straight. No, away we go. Here we go. Off for a second time as Grasshopper goes up the inside of Paul. Has he made that stick? He has, I think. Or no, Paul's kept it there. So Paul's still in third place with this 3 here at the back, or the rest I should say at the back here. Grasshopper in fourth. Oh, Flash, bit messy, just hits the side. That goes into 6th place from him. Just let Alex through. Just take that side of the wall, didn't he? Trying to warm those tyres up. A lot of cold tyres out there now after that safety car. It's going to be a bit tricky through this section, I would imagine. But everyone got through there, I think. There they go, all streaming through. Oh, Moz has had another little moment, so he's not off to a great start here in the second race, has he? Moz struggling. He's going to be right at the back, I think. I think Chan's going to even take him here. There he is. So Moz all the way back at the back. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it has a bit of a messy start to this race too for him. His teammates up front though, Love Rocket Rods. And then a battle between Molson and Paul. Molson still just keeping that second place. Paul's going to have a little look up the switchback now. Can he get up the inside? It's going to be on the inside for this next right-hander. No, not quite. All starting most of them on hards, or a lot of them on starting on hard tyres here. Paul's on mediums actually. So there's a bit of a mix, but quite a few on hard, I think. So the cars are going to feel even worse than what they did probably. And look how slow Paul is up there. Alex going past him. Grasshopper going one side, Alex the other, and he's going to drop all the way back down to 5th is Paul. He's got Flash up behind him as well, who's probably going to take him as well on that left-hander, does he? Oh, he's up the inside. I don't think he took him. No, not quite, but Alex then up to 3rd. Paul just getting a little bit bogged down now. It's all close here, but clean. Oh, Flash up the inside of Paul, is it? A little bit of a tag. Well, his hazard light's going as well, Flash. Paul still hanging it there. Up the inside's going to still keep that 5th place just from Flash. And then you've got Thomas, who's making his way up to 7th place. Oh, he hits the back of Grasshopper, does Paul. Oh, a little moment as well, little twitch from him through this final sequence. So yeah, cars are going to feel completely different to what they did in race 1 with those soft compounds. And as I said, they've changed a few things on the power and traction on these cars. As Alex looks up the inside, it's just even going to make it even worse here in this race with these compounds. But anyway, Alex then made his way through to 2nd, so he's going to be chasing down Love Rocket rods now. What can Alex do? Can he get a victory here in race 2? Long way to go, of course, only 5 minutes in. And a safety car will flash again in the background, I see at the moment. So he's struggling to keep that super under control. It's just behind Grasshopper, there he is. And then we've got Flash and this is Paul. I'm going to say myself then, Paul, it is myself. And then this battle between Thomas and Dyson behind him, 7th and 8th place. Oh, Dyson big hit on the side there. So come through the tunnel now, up the rise. Steeper than what you think up there. And then a bit of gap back then to Wadru and Incy in 9th and 10th. Dyson coming round that left-hander compound corner and Flash up the inside of Grasshopper. Gets himself up to 4th place, still got his hazard lights going. But someone will tell him, I'm sure, in a minute to turn those off. Obviously put them on during the safety car and forgot to take them off, although he's been concentrating on racing obviously. I think he's turned them off now. There you go, someone said to him, turn them off. It's all getting a bit close here through this final section. Dyson made his way past Thomas though. Thomas back to 8th. Dyson getting through. Now should have the legs on Paul's Corvette there, I would have thought. So he might take, well, Thomas is strong in that Mustang. Going up the inside. Surely going to take Dyson. Don't think it's going to take Paul either. No. We did get it done, that move on Dyson. So clean move from Thomas up to 7th place for him. Paul with a penalty there just flashed up, so he's got half a second now. Must have been for cutting the corner through turns 1 and 2. Oh, Paul's lost it. Too much willy. Oh, and he can't get the car turned. He's all the way back now to 12th, only Jerry behind him, just coming into view there. Jerry had another disastrous race here, Jerry, so he must have had another moment. Didn't have a great first race. He's following up here with another one by the looks of it, although 7 minutes in and we've still got a long way to go. So Paul with half a second penalty there, just to round off that little sequence of events. But Alex then is taking that lead from Love Rocket. Now see what Alex can do. Can he get himself clear? He's on the medium tyres. Can he get himself clear of Love Rocket, Grasshopper and Molson and the rest? Glitching's probably a bit worse in this race actually than what it was in race 1. But not a great night for that. So we'll see what happens when the stops come into play. We see it in round 1, didn't we? Things can suddenly change dramatically when cars start coming in. So Alex is pulling away actually, nice gap now from Love Rocket. Now is he in control of this race already? Has he sussed it out? As he goes through turns 1 and 2. There's Love Rocket as well. Trying his best. Oh, and Alex has gone off on a bit of grass there. That's going to bring him right back into play with the rest, and Love Rocket passed him. And that was that. So Alex with a mistake through turn 2, just got his wheel on the grass, I believe, just spun him round, easily to do there, and allowed Love Rocket to get through again. And brought Grasshopper into play as well in the 3rd place. Let's see if that Supra's got anything to give here. Can he get past Alex? Getting into that slipstream. Get him down here at that left hander. He's going to have a look. Too far back there though. Alex is going to have a dive up the inside though. And it did work. Yeah, I think it did, you know. I look a bit far back to me, but no, perfect. Got through. Good move from Alex. So back up to the lead he goes. He obviously wants to lead from the front, doesn't he? Try and get a bit of a gap like he did just a minute ago. And tricky course, this 2.5 mile trial mountain circuit. Got a bit of everything. Stream through as Dyson's up to 4th now, so he's slowly making his way through. Or as slow as you can go in that rocket, but I say slowly making his way through the field. Got himself up to 4th place and now he's eyeing up that lead. The leaders are within touching distance of him now. So what can he do? Oh, that's not the way to do it, but he's going to keep that 4th place just from Molson, I think. Yeah, Molson right up behind him though now. But it's all closed up in these front places. Miles up to 7th, so Miles actually, I take it back, not having a bad race after all. So he's got his way through all the way to 7th. So must have been some sort of incident back there, because he was near the back again, wasn't he? And he's up to 7th now, so good show from him. Obviously got that AMG under control. As we just head over the 10-minute mark now, and it's all getting a bit close up here as they come round this left-hander. As Dyson up the inside of Love Rocket. I think he's got it done, has he? So is Molson. Molson's up there as well, so Love Rocket down to 5th now. Dyson got through, he's up to 3rd. Molson's followed him through into 4th. And Love Rocket back to 5th place, and then Flash behind them, and then Moz is catching up with them as well. So this group is going to become a little bit bigger in a minute, because Moz is on them. They keep battling out of each other as Love Rocket has a look up the inside of Flash. He's going to be on the outside, no doubt now though. Oh, a bit messy through there. Flash had a moment, both had a bit of a moment. Oh, Flash again. Love Rocket's hit the wall, I think. That's going to let Moz's teammate come through, is it? I don't think he's going to give it to him. No, not quite. And then Modru battling out with Incy here in 8th and 9th place. I don't know where to look here at the moment. Battles going off everywhere. This is what happens when you have a mix of mediums and hards, I suppose. Different feel to those cars, track temperature, etc. all coming into play. In race 1, you just go for it, gun it, but slightly more tactical in this one, with fuel saving as well and all that sort of stuff going on. There's Wadru though. See much of him in this race. Just keeping his powder dry at the back here, I think. Started on those hard, so one who's going to be the first one to blink and come into the pits, because they're open now. So pit lane is open. 13 minutes in. Who's going to be the first one to blink? There's Chand in 10th and Paul behind him in 11th. Chand on hard, we know Paul's on the medium tyres. Paul having a look at Chand. Oh, not quite. And actually, I think we missed Thomas going, but Thomas did come into the... He's done his stop, so he's done an early stop as Thomas fueled up, changed his tyres to mediums, which is why he's back there in 12th. So let's see, there's a couple of others coming, Chand, Wadru, Molson, quite a few coming in now. Another one gone in there, I think, as well, Jerry. So quite a few cars are in the pits now. Paul stayed out for another lap or two. All the time though. Our leader Alex, he stayed out, but looking good up there. Dyson up into second. So what are we, 14 and a half minutes through, so halfway through this second race already, and quite a few cars still to do their stop. I reckon Alex might well be in this lap, although got enough to do a couple more laps maybe on that fuel. You don't want to leave it too late to go in. It's closing in the last 10 minutes, the pit lane, so you've only got, like as I said, 15-minute window really in that 30 minutes for you to make that stop. Dyson going with him, so we'll see if these two come in now. Well, Alex has, so our leader's in. Dyson's going to take the lead now. Grasshopper stays out, Moz stays out. I think that's Flash as well, stays out. So now our leader, new leader Dyson, worked his way through. And he's made it to the top at the moment. The call's still going to come in at some point. Grasshopper second, Moz in third. So Moz up to third then. And then Flash fourth. With Incy in fifth. And then Paul in sixth, who's still staying out. Of course, he's got those hard tyres. Oh, there's a yellow flag here, and that's Incy ahead of Paul. It means he's going to get fifth place off him. So Incy's had a moment there through the S's. So everyone really, I think, has had some kind of moment tonight here at Trial Mountain. And that gets Thomas up to seventh. So here he comes, first one to make that move into the pits, and this could work out well for him, although he's some way behind our leader Dyson. So let's see how long Dyson takes to come in, I suppose. We'll work out. There's Alex, obviously he's been in. The two Mustangs, 7th and 8th, and then Molson behind him in 9th. Wadru 10th, Love Rocket there in 11th, Chand in 12th. These are all the guys that have come in, and then Jerry in 13th place. And our leader's in. There he is. Pit crew waiting for him. So let's take it up and see. I know Moz and Grasshopper are staying out for another lap. Oh, Moz and take the lead, I think, up the inside. Good little move around the outside, actually, on Grasshopper. So they come over up to start lap 10. So Moz takes up that lead with Grasshopper, and then his teammate in the distance there, Incy. Paul's in, Flashes in, Dyson's in. Oh, gives a wheelie as well for Moz. Oh, and a bit of grass too. But these two are now heading up that field, but of course they've still got to come in along with Incy. And Thomas is up to fourth now. So it's looking good for Thomas, isn't it? With these three ahead of him. All still got to come in for that mandatory stop. Oh, but he's got half-second penalty, so that will affect things slightly. Although half a second is more than half a second really on here. That might affect things a bit. Although I still fancy Thomas will be taking up that lead by the time these guys come in. Dyson behind Thomas. A little way back in 5th place, then Flash in 6th, Molson 7th, Wadru in 8th. Thomas though, still got to take that penalty off. Let's see if our leaders come in. They've got to. They've got a lot more time. This is the last chance they've got before it shuts. So they've got to come in. That's Grasshopper in as well. Incy's in as well. Or he will be if he stays left. It's got to be. Yep, so that's all our leaders in. That means Thomas is going to take up that lead as he comes round to where the pit lane entrance is. And he's going to have that slight penalty to take off. He's not going to lose him too much time with the rest, so he's going to take up that lead anyway. So Thomas it is, our new leader. There he goes, penalty off, away he goes. Now 10 minutes left of the race. He's going to get his head down, go for it now. He's on the medium tyres, got about half a tank of fuel left. Should see him all the way through now. Grasshopper actually came out in second with Moz in third. So a bit of a change there. Grasshopper done Moz in the pits there because he was behind him. So Grasshopper has actually made up a place in the stop. But has he got enough fuel? That's the question. Oh, Moz has done it. He's lost it. Oh, and that's going to allow Dyson through and Molson and Flash all the way back down to 7th now. And he's got to wait for the traffic now. Still can't get a car turn. Oh, and he's going to be into the traffic. Fortunately, he ghosted. All the way back down to 12th though. So Moz, after all that hard work, Paul and Incy ahead of him, got through. A little battle though. Not sure Paul's going to have enough to get Incy. Being on the hard tyres down here, but yeah, a bit of a mistake, or a big mistake from Moz, wasn't it? Easily done, of course. A lot of the cars have done that, just losing their back end. It don't take you long from being in third place all the way back down to, what, 12th place. So there you go, that's how easy it is and how quick it is to lose spots. Thomas in the lead. Grasshopper still some way back from him. And then this battle between Dyson and Wadrew. So Wadrew's now coming into play, isn't he? Here he comes. Winner of race 1 is up to 4th place. So has he timed this? Whether he's going to get Thomas. But certainly could get that 2nd place off of these two, couldn't he? Moz holding that fastest lap of 151.4. But we've got 8 minutes left of this 2nd race. Oh, and there's very quick through there, very squirrely from a few of them cars through there, including Wadrew. But he's hunting Dyson down every corner. I'm not sure he's going to get a double victory here with Thomas out in front at the moment, but certainly going to pick up some good points if he stays where he is. That is Wadrew. Molson just behind him, just hanging off the back of him. Don't know if he's got enough in that car to get to the back of him, but in 5th place, pretty good anyway. And Molson, oh, and now look at this battle between these three. It's going to be free aside. There's Grasshopper in the middle, exactly like what Paul happened to Paul with the double slip there from these guys. Wadrew's going to take up that 2nd spot, but he's on the outside. He's not going to go around the outside there and stick with 2nd, or is he? What do I know? Maybe he does. Almost close, very close to Dyson. No, he does it. Good move. So it's clean through there from that 3. So Grasshopper the loser there. Back to 4th from 2nd, and now he's under pressure from Molson. That's a good battle. Wadrew was on the outside of the 3. Didn't look like he was going to make it, and switched back from Molson. Oh, and Grasshopper's lost it. Right into the middle of the corner. I think he might have hit Flash as well. Lost him at spots or 2. Grasshopper, he's lost it. It was a little close with Molson, but I don't think there was anything that was really the cause of that, other than maybe just a bit too heavy-footed on the throttle. That one might have to go to the stewards. Post-race, of course, as Incy in 10th, Paul in 11th. Not having one of his best races here tonight, is Paul. Can't get the grips of that car around here with the changes. That's his excuse anyway. Typical driver excuse, I suppose. But Moz there in 12th, and then Jerry. Not had a good evening as Jerry in race 1 or here in race 2, really. Not by his standards. I mean, he'll keep it going, but it's just very unfortunate from Jerry that he's either been in the wrong place at the wrong time or just had incidents of his own. Whatever it is, he's down there in 13th. So we look through the tunnel, we're going to see Thomas appear and head down to the left-hander as we come into the last 5 minutes now. Looking very, very good for Thomas. Can't see anything other than a victory here for him. Wadru, obviously we know is in second. He's going to be chasing him down, but I think it might be a little too late to do anything with 5 minutes left. Well, it's never too late here, I suppose. We've seen what can happen. It doesn't take a lot to lose control of these cars around here, and you can lose quite a few spots if you do lose it. So actually, probably isn't over yet. Don't see many mistakes from Thomas, in all fairness. But Wadru there in second. And then Molson attacking Dyson. He wants that third place, does Molson. See if he can get himself, just batters that barrier a little bit. It's going to slow his momentum down a little bit, but he wants that third place for sure. Chan's got himself up to 5th as well, so he's coming into play too. There he is, going for a shot there in that Viper. But Molson wants that third place. I'll keep saying it, Molson wants that third place. And he's going to push and push and push because he wants that third place. It's just whether he can get past Dyson in that quicker car, especially along this next straight section through the tunnel. Although if Molson can get the slip from Dyson, that will help. I don't think he's got the overall speed to outpace the thing, but he's in a good position, Molson, so let's stick with this a second and see. He's in an excellent position actually. He's already pulled out and he's going to go up the inside of Dyson. He's going to be in the perfect position for this next left-hander. Statu's good on the brakes here. What does the cars feel like? Well, Molson's got there. Can he hold it without going out wide? Dyson's going to look for the switchback. No. Or is he? No. Molson defending hard. Fair but hard. Gets it done, Molson. Now, what are we? 3 minutes left. So, can he get onto the podium? Molson. Be a good result if he can. Dyson, no. He's going to go with him all the way. And Chan is not far off behind him either, is he? See our leaders there. Thomas, Wadru, Chan. You can see these two. And now he fancies a bit of this, doesn't he? A bit of a podium spot for him. But with 2.5 minutes left, going to be a tough ask as well. But Molson's looking good. Looks like he's pulling away a little bit actually from Dyson. Another little wheelie from the Viper. So you come flat over that rise and round the left-hander through the tunnel here. And this sort of sequence of left-right-handers. So Chan eyeing up that 4th place at least from Dyson. Not sure he's going to get that 3rd place, but certainly can get himself in a good spot here. We see what happens just a minute ago with Molson. Dyson, I think, struggling with that car now. Whether he's got plenty of fuel, he's not got a fuel save, just struggling a little bit in them hard tyres, I think. And Chan goes out to the inside, and he's already passed Dyson halfway through the tunnel, so he's up to 4th. Can he stick it there? Can he keep it there? And Wadru with that, just got the fastest lap, or got the fastest lap last time out at 151.4, and he's got it done, Chan. Dyson's fighting back, so Dyson dropped down to 5th now. As we head into, moment from Chan, keeps it on the track just about. Dyson would have seen that, obviously. So Chand, is he struggling with his tyres now? As we're into the last minute, Chand, a moment again. Oh, big moment, and that's going to lose him that 4th place. Oh, almost into the pit there from Chand. Wow, he had that really loose and out of control, but did well to keep it actually where he should have been going, because he might have been going backwards into the pit lane now. Had he not, Rodder's up in the 6th, so that's a good show for him. He'll enjoy that if he can stay there for sure. Alex, who had that little sniff at the lead to start with, didn't he? Down to 7th, and he's not got a lot of fuel. And he's going to get one more lap, but not a lot of fuel in that car. So he's going to have to start being careful there. Moz in 8th. Good recovery from him. Paul in 9th. Flashes, what's happened to Flash? He's run out of fuel. Don't think he's going to make it. He's actually going to stand there and wait. It's not going to work though. Oh, he's going to final lap, but that's it. He's going to be taking Grasshopper. Didn't get another lap in, so that's 11th for Grasshopper. 12th for Inseat, so a few of these cars, and Jerry in 13th. So let's go back to our leader then. So a few people struggling with fuel now. Thomas hasn't got a lot, but he has only got a few more corners to go. He's not under any real pressure from Wadru. So it looks like Thomas is going to hold on and take that victory here in race 2. There's Wadru there. Coming round now, these final couple of corners. Stick with him now through to the end. So Thomas is going to take victory here, as long as I don't screw this last bit up. No, what am I talking about? Thomas screwing things up? Of course not. Congratulations, Thomas. Race winner, race 2. Well done. And Wadru with a good second actually in the end. So good points from Wadru tonight, a 1st and a 2nd. He'll take that any day of the week. Molson, he's going to get that 3rd place. Well done to Molson. That's a good showing from him. Chand does keep that 4th from Dyson. Well, actually, he gets that 4th back, didn't he? So well done to Chand. Dyson 5th. Love Rocket in 6th. He'll be pleased with that. Alex is going to get that 7th place. Just ahead of Moz in 8th. And then Paul's going to come in 9th. So that's 2 9th places for Paul tonight. And then Flash, we know, going to finish in 10th, albeit rolling it home as he's got no fuel. So there's your race 2, guys. Hope you enjoyed that tonight from Trial Mountain. Bit of a difficult race for some, easier for others. So we'll see what round 3 brings. I think we're in Italy at the Lake Maggiore circuit. So hopefully catch you then. See you soon, and thanks for watching.